Hey kids, do you know where Pastor Greg is? I've been looking all over for him. Look, it's me, Pastor Greg, but I dressed up like a stranger. Who are strangers? Strangers are people that we don't know really well. Sometimes they're different than us. It's smart when you're young to not engage with strangers unless your mom and dad are with you. But sometimes we can let strangers seem so strange that we think wrong thoughts about them instead of being kind. Well, today we have another story, one of the stories that Jesus told, as Nick Butterworth and Mick Inkpen tell it in this book. And it's about a good stranger. Let's listen. Here is a man. He's going on a long journey. He packs some sandwiches and a flask of tea, and then he climbs onto his donkey. Giddy up, he says. Soon he has left town behind him, and the sun is hot, and the long climb up into the hills makes his donkey puff. See him working hard? The path winds between high rocks. It is a dark place full of shadows. I don't like it here, says the man. He has a funny feeling that someone is watching him. Ooh, look at that. Suddenly there's a shout. It's robbers. There are 3 of them. They steal his donkey and his belongings, and they whack him on the head with his own stick. Oh dear, they're not very nice, are they? That poor man. He is left lying on the path, and his head is bleeding, and he can't move his legs. He lies there for a long time, and then finally he falls asleep. And after a while, someone comes along the path wearing his fine clothes. It's a bishop. A bishop is a big church leader. He stops, but then he hurries past, pretending that he doesn't even see. Perhaps he's late for some important business. Or perhaps he's afraid. This man on the ground who was hurt looks like a stranger to him. The man wakes up and he starts to call for help. Ah, here comes somebody. It's a man with a wig. It's a judge. Help, help, the man says, but the judge pretends not to hear, and he hurries past, just like the bishop. And then the sun rises high in the sky, and the man is hot, and his throat is dry. But here comes more footprints. Who is it? Oh no, it's just a stranger from a different country. He doesn't have any friends here, so why would he stop and help me? The man thinks. But the stranger does stop. He speaks kindly to the man in foreign words, and he helps him drink some water, and he washes his wounds, and he carefully puts a bandage around his head. This stranger is being very kind, isn't he? The stranger helps the man up onto his donkey. He puts his arm around him to stop him from falling off, and he gently leads him down the path. At the next town, the stranger finds an inn. He puts the man to bed and pays the innkeeper. Look after him, he says, until I get back. And Jesus says this, which one do you think was acting like a good neighbor? Was it the bishop, or the judge, or the stranger? What do you think? Jesus says that we love people like he wants us to love them, even if they're people we don't know. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye. Put back on my stranger outfit. See if I can go hide